the timing is perfect. So I see. Oh, he's in. Okay, cool. It's probably on. Yes, he is. Hey, what's up, brother? Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfect. Can you guys hear me?
And I hear you okay. So people can obviously see who's here. So listen, folks, you can see who's here already. Maybe some of you just you just jumped online recently. You don't know who this gentleman is. So I just want to take about 60 seconds and I want to give him a proper introduction. So just hang tight, Paulo. I'm going to give you a proper introduction, and I also want to check our chat section, which you can't see, brother, but I'm monitoring it, and I want to see how excited the team is. I'm sure they all know you. I want to see how excited they are to see you. I got some wows. I got some they're excited. All right. So guys, so here's the deal, folks. In our business, as you should know by now, it's all about the story. Seriously, guys, it's all about the story. So I want to give you a quick 60-second story. Okay, prepare yourself for this, team. This story means so much to me and to my wife because she was there with me. She's with me everywhere I go. Okay, so anyway, let's get to it. It was a cold April. It was April 2013, a very cold day. I had attended my very first conference, network marketing conference for this company I used to be with, and Paulo was with the same company. We joined around about the same time. I'm sure you folks know that we were members of Big Idea Mastermind. You remember all that. And I had met this guy Paulo like online, but we hadn't met. So I can remember again. It was a very cold, windy April. I think we were. I better remember this. I believe we were in Chicago, and I met Paulo for the first time. It was just, when I met him, I just hit it off with him so quick. We just hit it. Guys, when you meet somebody, there's just like a connection there, and that's how it was with Paulo. What's even more exciting, okay, our mentor, we both had the same mentor, we still do now, Vic, of course, Vic was there. And I remember Vic pulling Paulo, I know Paulo remembers it, pulling Paulo up on stage in front of 5,000 people, over 5,000 people, and he was sharing his results on stage with all these people. And I don't know, that might have been Paulo's first time on stage. I'm not sure, but I just said to myself, I was saying to myself, boy, I wonder if he's nervous. This was a huge auditorium in front of a lot of people. So I'm listening to Paulo on stage, and then Vic, okay, calls me up as well. I'm like, what? I'm not ready for this. I mean, I can sit here comfortably and watch Paulo, but I'm not going up there. But there was no way of backing out. So then he called me on stage. I think we were both up there together. And I'm telling you, folks, since that day, we've been great friends. And I've seen Paulo go on to do some amazing things, and I can remember when I was starting out back in 2013, 2014, you always want to have something you want to measure your success by. And, I would see Paulo crushing it, and I was always trying to catch him, as far as like financial and sales and all, I was always trying to catch him. But I don't think I've called him to this day because his business just took off in another stratosphere. I mean, you guys think I'm doing well. This guy, I don't know where he's at right now, but I know he's earned over, well, I have an idea. I know he's earned over 2 million in personal commissions, might be up to 3 million. My wife and I, we've earned over 1 million, probably like 1.5 million personal commissions. So Paulo's still ahead of me, and I'm still trying to catch the brother. So I'm just glad he's here. So folks, listen, I want to give a warm welcome to, we joke around. I call him my brother from another mother. Okay. I want to welcome Mr. Paulo Barroso. Hey, Paulo, welcome to our hangout, brother.
Hey, I'm awesome, man. I'm so glad that I'm here because it's been a while since we last connected. via webinars. Remember, we used to do all these webinars with Vic and all that,
Yeah.
the Top Guns. I don't know if you recall that, but that story on stage, it's absolutely truth, man. It was my first time on stage. I was not prepared. I was actually in the back of the room, like watching everybody, like starstruck, seeing Vic on stage and seeing everybody. And then when we got called, I was absolutely nervous. There was about 5,000 people. It was a big event. There was cameras everywhere, lights blinding you. And yeah, my first time ever on stage, and I was super nervous, man. But I recall that event very fondly because it was my first ever event, the Chicago one. It was the event that I met you, and we obviously formed this relationship. And it's been a journey, dude. Yeah, I appreciate you for having me here to share, my story and share any golden nuggets that obviously, that we are prepared to do it, man. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Sorry, a little bit slightly jet lagged because I've been traveling. I just flew today from London. I'm a little bit all over the place, but I'm here to serve, man. So that's what I want to bring to your peeps. Just give as much as I can, really. So.
Wow. Well, I appreciate that, brother. Because team, listen, he's telling the truth. He just literally, just got back. I know you were in Maui, Hawaii, I believe.
Yeah, I was in Maui for like a week and a half for an event there. Then I've taken an extended holiday. Then I was in LA for another 2 days. Flew to London for another 3 days, and now I'm in Lithuania, where I currently reside. So I just arrived in Lithuania right now. Yeah, so it's all good, man. I love this, man. This is not work. This is, what I'm talking about, Miles.
I know.
Having a conversation, chatting with friends that we love and love being around with. Plus, we here to serve. This is what I like about you as well. Is you a service-based leader. You like to serve people. And I like that, man. Yeah. So when you ask me, do I have time to jump in on your webinar? My first thought is, oh, blast, I'm going to be well jet lagged. But you know what? I don't care, man. In the end of the day, if I can provide any kind of service to your peeps and help them and pump them and motivate them and even teach them something, I'm all up for that. Because our calling really in life, in the beginning, was the money, right? Let's admit it. Yeah. For me, it was the money, but it's not the money right now. I mean, we like the money, and we all need money, but deep down, the core is really helping others because we've been there.
Yeah.
So we love being here and taking our time. It's, by the way, I think it's 3 o'clock in the morning here.
I know it's late for you.
I'm not saying this, and I'm not saying this to brag. Oh, look at me, it's 3 o'clock. But it brings me happiness to be here. That's what I'm trying to say. By the way, Miles did not pay me to be here, guys. This is totally, we're giving our time. It's really, we are giving this from our hearts. So there's no, I'm not here to plug in my system or trying to sell you a product. I'm not here to sell anything. I've got nothing to sell, by the way. I'm really here to talk to you guys from the heart and try somehow to provide you with motivation or whatever you guys need to take you to the next level. So I hope this makes sense.
Awesome. it makes a lot of sense. And team, the reason why Paulo's here, we talked about this because I want to do everything in my power to bring you guys the best. Okay, and Paulo's the best. So that's why he's here. And Paulo, as I was telling the team, this is Paulo and I, this is not rehearsed or anything. I was gonna try to jump on Skype with Paulo and go over a few things before he jumped on, but we know each other well, so he just popped on. So just bear with us, guys. In fact, I'm gonna tell him what the outcome is of this particular hangouts, because Paulo, all of our hangouts, masterminds, we always have an outcome. So I'm gonna tell you what the outcome is, that I want for the team. And this particular outcome, it ties into a lot of your beliefs. Because again, I follow you. I know, I know what you believe in. I know what you stand for in business. So I think you'll fit right into what I'm going to say. So the outcome for this particular hangout / mastermind is developing a mindset for success. So I'd like to know if you could just take your time. I mean, the rest of the floor is going to be yours. If you could talk a little bit about how important the mind is in any business, whether it's online or offline. And if you could, if you have time, if you could share a little bit about your background, because most people here know you, but there might be a few that they're new online marketers. They don't know you. So you can just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you got started, and what you're doing right now. Like, what are some of the key factors that helped you become Paulo the man? So if you could do that,
What's it
brother,
about
I'm going to
man?
mute my mic. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic. I'll be listening. I'm going to mute my mic. So if you need me, I'll turn my mic back on, but I'm going to mute it. But for now, brother, the floor is all yours.
Good stuff. I really appreciate your introduction, and I never get used to people speaking like that about me, because I'm still just a guy, that is doing his thing and trying to help as many people as I can. So just briefly, guys, I'm not going to bore you here for an hour or so about my story. Some of you already know a little bit about me. I'm basically a Portuguese immigrant. I was born in Portugal. I've immigrated to the UK when I was 18 years old. I became a printer technician. So the printing industry was really the industry that I fell into for, I believe, like 22 years. That's all I did. I became a father of two, so I had a young family that I wanted to provide. I wanted them to have the lifestyle. I always knew there was something more. The problem I had was, obviously, I was always broke. We couldn't travel. We couldn't do the things that I really, really love, by the way, which is traveling. I couldn't do those things. I couldn't provide for my kids. I mean, I'm not going to give you like a story that we were poor and we didn't have money to eat and all that, because that's not the truth. But yes, we were broke. Yes, we didn't have money to travel. I didn't have money to take my kids, for instance, to Disney World, which was my dream. Something that I've promised them since they were kids, since they were small, that one day daddy's going to take you to Disney World. So I couldn't provide for my family the lifestyle that I wanted to. And as a man, I mean, I'm Mediterranean, by the way. We're very proud family, man. We want to be the providers, I felt lesser than a man. I didn't feel like I was a full man to be able to provide for my family and give them everything they wanted to. So I went on a quest to find something more. I knew I had something in me. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That's really what I wanted to be. I didn't want to work for somebody else. I wanted to make my own future. I wanted to be my own entrepreneur, my own boss. I wanted to work from home. I wanted to be near my kids so I could see them growing, which, by the way, I didn't see that for many years when I was in the printing industry, because I was actually a boss for this company, and I used to work from used to get up at 5 a.m, drive to London for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half in traffic, and then come back home at 8 in the evening when my kids were so small they would be in bed. So I was like a part-time dad. And I know obviously some of you are family people, you understand what I'm saying here. But I was just a part-time dad. I didn't have time really to see my kids grow. And guess what? I was in a job that I hated, and I didn't get paid enough, and I was broke. So life started to get really depressing at that stage, where I couldn't provide for my family. My calling in life wasn't printing. I was just there to earn a living. So I needed a change. And what happened, guys, and I'm going to compress this story really quick because I'm going on for a while now, was, okay, I want a better life. I didn't come here to this earth just to live a mediocre life, pay my taxes, retire and die. I didn't want that. So I started looking online for something more. I knew there was people making money on the internet, which was something that I was very curious about. I saw these superstars, making thousands upon thousands of dollars online. And I thought, that would be awesome if I could do something like that, because then I could work from home. I could be near my kids. I could take them to school. I could finally have the income that I desire, so I could buy and I have the lifestyle. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. When I came into the internet, my why was really just the money. It was, I want to help myself and my family. I'm going to be completely honest. I was totally self-centered. Okay. So what happened was, I failed miserably for like 7 years. This is documented. I'm not making up the 7 years as just like everyone else. I really struggled for 7 years. And what I mean by struggling was, I was looking for programs. I was joining everything left and right. I had the shiny object syndrome. I joined everything. You name a system, or I was into all sorts of things, MLMs, Forex, betting systems. I think Miles knows what I'm talking about here. So I joined everything. and I failed at everything. I lost money because I've made large investments. Sometimes, I don't know, a couple $1,000s here, a couple $1,000s there, traffic, nothing worked for me. And now I know why. Obviously, nothing worked for me because it was all up here. And Miles knows exactly what I'm talking about. My mindset was completely wrong. I didn't have the right mentorship. I didn't have a focus because I would join. This was me, guys. I would join something today, and in 7 days, if I didn't make 100 grand or 1 million, I would give up. And guess what? I was always blaming other people. Always. Oh, it's not me. It's the system. Oh, my sponsor doesn't help me. So I had the blame mentality. So my mentality was all wrong, by the way. My mindset was all wrong, and that's the reason why I've struggled for 7 years. So what happened was I decided to look for a mentor because I just got fed up of struggling and seeing my family just looking at me saying, what are you doing now? What else are you joining right now? So I was losing, my face in front of them. And I'm very proud. I wanted to make, obviously, my family proud of me. And they kept seeing me struggling and failing. So I've decided, I was smart enough just to decide to get a mentor. So instead of just buying all these products and joining all these MLMs, why don't I just find someone who is successful already, where is the money, and he's got the right mind, not just the money, but the mindset, the money. Let's say he has everything that I want, the family life, he's calm, he's in good shape. And I went looking for someone like that, and I was very, happy to have met a guy that absolutely changed my life. Obviously, Miles spoke briefly about him earlier. His name is obviously Vic Streishaus. You guys know the story. I actually called him. I managed to find his number online. Don't ask me how. And I managed to call him and get him on the phone. Yeah, I know, crazy story. But and Vic, for some reason, he answered the phone. And I just explained to him. I gave him a brief hypnosis of where I was, my situation. I was desperate. I was in a dead-end job. My kids were growing and I didn't see them. I just wanted to be with them. And the guy, he just accepted me and he said, I'm going to take you under my wing, but you have to do everything that I'm going to tell you. Are you prepared for this? It's not going to be easy. And you know what, guys? I had my back against the wall. I just emptied my cup, and I was humble enough just to hear every single word that he said to me. And I said to him, Vic, I will do whatever it takes, dude, anything. And it was tough. First thing he told me, which, by the way, I never heard this from any other gurus out there, was Vic said, you're very, very negative, Paulo. Your speech, the way you speak, your speech pattern, listen to yourself, catch yourself speaking. You're very, very negative. Because I was blaming everything on everybody else. Oh, Vic, I'm not successful because of X. Oh, Vic, I'm not successful because my parents never taught me about money. Oh, Vic, I wasn't successful because the government where I live, they take all these taxes, man, I'm broke. So he told me you have to change that. You have to change your speech. The way you speak, it's so negative, Paulo. So let's do this. I'm going to ask you to do this this system, this method that I've got called the 30-30-30, which Miles obviously knows very well what it is because we both done it. And it was basically just to read for 30 days, no TV, no newspapers, no negativity, no whining for 30 days, and read and listen to a good audio. And he gave me obviously what books to read and what audios to listen to from people like Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and people like that. And he just told me, you got to go on a mind fast for 30 days, on a positive mind fast, because your subconscious mind right now, it's just running a program and it's negative, upon negativity, upon negative. We need to change that. And how do we change that? It's to feed the mind with positiveness for 30 days. And I went like, you know what? I'm willing to, I've tried everything, dude. So I might just try that. And guess what, guys? Was it easy? Absolutely not. By the way, I never read a book in my life. English, as you guys can gather, it's not even my first language. So I'm starting to read a book in English, which I've never done before. And being without whining and being without the TV, by the way, which I spend countless hours in front of the TV. And when Vic asked me to stop doing that, that wasn't easy. So I struggled for a few days, but guess what, guys? I managed to do the 30-day fast, mind fast, and everything changed. I can sincerely say, hands on my heart, that everything changed for me. Was it something like within 30 days, my life changed around and I became successful? No, of course not. But those 30 days were crucial, because by the end of those 30 days, something really happened. And what I mean by this was, I was still in the printing business, by the way. When I went into work and people start finding the changes in me, it's when it hit me. This is working. Because people were saying to me, dude, there's something different about you. You seem more, there's an aura about you. Aura, they use the word aura. Your aura is different. And I didn't really understand, well, what you mean. I don't know, you seem more clear, your eyes are brighter, what's going on? That's when it hit me. This stuff is working. And guess what, guys? I went beyond the 30 days. I just carried on. I'm not going to stop at 30 days. So what I did, I was smart enough to listen from my mentor, was my car became my online university, my university on wheels. That's what I want to say. So every time I would go to work, radio was off. No more radio for me. I don't want to hear the news. The world is bad enough. I know the world's bad enough. I don't want to hear it. You know, I can change that. So what I did, I started listening to tapes like The Secret. You know the Secret, the DVD, the movie. I had it on cassette, on audios, on DVD. Sorry, on audio tape things that I was listening to. Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, you know, people like that. Joe Vitale, they became my mentors. You know, so every day I would go to work, I would listen to a tape. No more music for me. And I would say, you know what? I will not stop this until I see success. As simple as that. I don't care if it's going to take me 3, 6 months, a year, or beyond. The life that I had with being negative and watching TV and listening to the news and talking to all my broke friends, that life didn't serve me. So I had to do really a drastic change in my life. Because if I would carry on doing the same things, like watching TV and listening to my broke friends and surrounding myself with negativity, my life will never change. Because that's lunacy, trying to have a change, but doing the same thing, you know, every day the same. So I'm glad I carry on with those tapes. I'm glad I carry on, obviously, listening to my mentor, reading those books, changing my mindset. If you guys notice that I haven't talked anything about marketing here, if you notice that I didn't say, oh, Vic told me this traffic secret and it changed. I'm not talking about marketing here. All I'm talking about is mindset, belief, and really having a positive, you know, think box. So what happened was I just started attracting the right people into my life. I just started attracting the right programs into my life. And soon after that, I would say surely within 6 months, I obviously joined a company that Miles spoke briefly earlier that we were both part of. And everything started to, all the pieces of the puzzle start coming together. Suddenly I started making money. Suddenly I started attracting the right people into my team. Everything just started falling into place. Why? Because of the mindset. It really was because of the mindset. It wasn't because I found a secret traffic source that suddenly my business exploded. It wasn't about the secret traffic source. Yes, learning traffic and marketing, of course it helps. Those are the tools. But guys, I would say that's the 20% of really being successful online. It's really the tools, and the 80% is the mindset. The 80-20, some people obviously say it's different, 90-10, whatever. I'm just passing you the knowledge that I've learned from my mentor, and I've learned the 80-20 rule, so that's what I'm passing. I'm not reinventing the wheel here, guys. Everything I'm going to tell you guys here tonight, it doesn't come from Paulo. It came from my mentor that was passed to him as well from people who did very, very well as well. So everything you're learning here today, it's knowledge that me and Miles, we are passing, that we've learned from people who are much more successful than us. So we're not reinventing the wheel here. I didn't reinvent the wheel. To be honest with you, I'm not an extremely smart guy. I'm not. I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. I'm very coachable though. And that's all you need to do to be really in order to succeed online. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to create these wonderful products. Sometimes, I started as an affiliate, and I still am an affiliate marketer. All I do is sell other people's products. So Can you tell? I'm not extremely smart. I sell other people's products. Really don't have to be that clever. And I'm really nothing special. So to conclude, guys, really, you need mindset. First thing, don't think for a minute you need the traffic source and the marketing. A lot of people come to me, Paulo, what's the secret? What's the traffic source and all that? What's the marketing method? You get that all the time, right? It sounds like cliche, but it really isn't. That's not the secret. The secret is exactly what I'm telling you guys right now, right here, is mindset. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't attend, obviously, Miles' webinars on a weekly basis, but I'm pretty sure that Miles is very strong when he teaches about his mindset thing. It's crucial, right? It's not the marketing, but it's the mindset. And just to conclude, Miles, I remember this so clearly, man. We were both in a conference with Vic in HD on stage. Well, let me just back up a little bit. We were sitting in the audience, Vic's on stage, okay? This was in Vegas. And Vic asked the 20 top people here who made over like $5,000, can you come on stage, please? We were totally unprepared, by the way. I'm looking at Miles, Miles is looking at me. I'm like, okay, let's go. We all jumped on stage. And Vic just asked us a question and said, what was the #1 reason for your success? I think that's along those lines. That was the question. Well, what was the reason for your success? Every single one of us, without looking at each other, talked about mindset. Every single one of us. And that hit me because I thought, wow, the 20 top earners for this company here on stage are all saying the same thing. They all done the 30, 30, 30. They were all reading books. They were all working on their mindset. Not one single person said, oh, my reason for success was Instagram or this marketing method. Or nobody talked about anything but mindset. So that just proved to me that I'm on the right track. So when I'm teaching others, which obviously I do on a daily basis, and I try to help as many people as I can. So when people ask me, really, what is the #1 reason for your success and why are you having so much success? I always talk the same, and I sound like a broken record because it's the truth, guys. Yeah. It really is mindset. Now, the people who are listening, are watching this video, some of you will take this on board, and the ones that will take this on board, let me tell you this, are the ones who are going to have truly success. You can still have success without the mindset. I hear some people do have success, but without the mindset, guys, you're going to have a lot of struggles. And it just makes everything so much easier. And Miles is obviously nodding because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, dude, I don't know what else to say. This is everything I've got for now. Obviously, people have been listening to me for nearly, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes right now. So I hope I'm in line with what you had in mind, because I'm just speaking from the heart, man. And you know, we've talked about this a million times.
Yeah.
I think you have the same beliefs as well. So, but there you go. That's my story, guys. It's all about mindset. Let me tell you this: it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, guys, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would have the success we have. Everybody would be full-time and earning thousands upon thousands of dollars in online. But the reality, the truth is, a lot of people struggle because they don't understand the foundation. And the foundation is the mindset. It's like building a skyscraper, a high, tall building. It's the same. They always start from the ground up, right? They build this huge hall on the ground. That's the foundation before they build the skyscrapers, right? Because if they don't build the right foundation, what's going to happen when there's an earthquake? What's going to happen when there's strong winds? That building's going to collapse. It's the same with our online business, guys. You need to build your foundation first. Forget the marketing. Don't worry about the marketing. Guys, like Vic used to say to us, I can teach a monkey how to market, because it's so easy. You can learn the Instagram. You can learn Facebook. You can learn solo ads. You just pay someone to drive you traffic. The marketing, guys, the marketing side of things, it's the 20%. Okay? It's only 20%. The 80% is what you guys need to master. And please really take this on board. I'm not here telling you something that doesn't work. It's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to provide you with the truth, and as the Bible says, the truth shall set you free. If you guys take this on board And some of you will take this on board. I can feel you. You will take this on board. It can change your life like it changed Miles and it changed mine. You're not listening from people that are telling you theory and then they don't come with the results. Look at Miles. Miles, you're flying, man. You were saying earlier that you're trying to catch up with me. In my view, you've already passed me, man. And I sincerely mean this. Dude, you awesome, man. You're doing incredible things. I saw you. I was so proud of you when you won the car and you were on stage and you on your way to make your $1 million bonus. Dude.
Brother, speaking about the car, I don't know if you remember this, but they were getting ready to announce, they were getting ready to bring out the people on stage that qualify. And I think I had to run to the bathroom or something. So I was going this way, then I was going to come back and get on stage. And you had passed me and you were going the other way. And I looked you remember, I looked you and I said, Paulo, you're not leaving, are you? I need you here.
Yes.
You remember that? I need you. I meant that.
I need your support. Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was out of everybody on stage and I loved everybody. I can sincerely say this. My heart was for you to win it. Yeah, it really was. And when it finally happened and your name was mentioned, dude, big smile. And I really mean this. I was so happy that you won it because you deserve it. It was your call. Was because you worked so hard. You out of everybody in our team in Big Ali Mastermind, you were the hardest working person there. You work harder than me. I have to admit it. We were always competing. It was good competition between you and I. But you always beat me with hard work, man. So when I saw you on stage about to be announced the car, I really wanted Miles because I saw your struggle. I was there with you. I saw the sweat, blood, and tears. I was there, man. I was there, so I saw it. And there was nothing more that I wanted for you, bro, was for you to win that car and reach your $1 million bonus, which, by the way, you're on track. So, dude, you're flying. I really appreciate you. And why I'm smiling, I'm so happy for you, it's because we both apply the same principles. It's the mindset stuff, man. I know you're very heavy with Bob Proctor and his teachings. If people could only listen to Bob Proctor every single day, like I did with Miles. You remember back in the days of, with Vic, where we had to watch these Bob Proctor videos for 3-4 hours. Dude, it changed my life. In the beginning, dude, it works. In the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought, do I really have to listen to this? I felt like the Karate Kid, walks on, walks off. Vic keeps telling me to walks on, walks off, but all I want to learn is marketing. But I'm so glad that he put the foundation in my head and he absolutely changed. It's not even with money, everything on the spiritual level, on the personal level, my relationships, everything. True. It really is, man.
And you just said something key, Paul, because a lot of people, I've been guilty of it. A lot of people are just focusing on money, but you also said, it's changed my relationships and just your view of other people. I mean, I'll tell you something, Paul, and you probably go through this too. Driving, like on the road, like if somebody cuts me off or something, I don't react the way I used to. I feel so good about my life. Like they cut me off. I mean, it doesn't. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
we just look at things.
Dude, when I was stressed, when I didn't have the mindset, oh my God, road rage. We call it road rage in the UK. Oh, dude, I used to get so mad behind the car, and now, I still get upset once in a while, but I'm so much calmer now.
Of course, we're human every now and then, but it's so much different.
Calmer. Yeah, it's all to do with mindset, man. And I know we talked a lot about money because that's the priority. That's what people come here for, right? So we talk about money.
That's what they come here for.
But what I like to call it is we really bringing in the fish. Oh, let's talk about money. Bring them in. We talk about money, but then we hit them with the real stuff, which is, look, money is not everything. Let's talk about you having better relationship. Let's talk about you having a better mindset because it's got to serve you for the rest of your life. You got to teach that to your kids, and they will have a better mindset, and they will help themselves. So yeah, we talk a lot about money because that's what people want to hear. So if you talk about relationships and this, maybe people are not interested. So we talk a lot about money. That's the reason why we talk a lot about money. But we really want to bring people in so we can turn them into leaders. The ones that want to be a leader, obviously. So we talk about money in the beginning because everybody comes into this business for money. Let's be honest. We both have. But then our why just becomes obviously bigger, and we want to obviously do a lot more than just to create wealth for ourselves. We want to create wealth for others as well. And that's really our calling. I found my calling in life, by the way. This is my calling in life, and I'm so glad that I did, because for many, many years, I mean, I'm 46 years old now. For many, many years, I didn't know what the heck I wanted to do with my life, and I was lost. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And it wasn't until I met, obviously, Vic, and I went to an event and I saw people like Miles and the entrepreneurship in that room, and the leaders, and that's when I realized, gosh, this is what I want to do. I'm going to
Isn't that a
make
good
money.
feeling?
I'm going to help great. I'm going to help myself, but also I'm going to be in a position I can help others. I mean, what a better business to be in a position where you help others. The feeling, I mean, there's no money that can pay for that, right, Miles? So
No, I say that all the time. It's just to me, it's the best business in the world, because you can take care of yourself, you can take care of your family, and then you can help other people do it. Like you can see them, accomplishing the things that you did, even just helping somebody, like being able to pay their mortgage, or they're not struggling to make a car payment. Those real life things, it's like, I think it's the best job in the world, and then we get paid for it.
I love it, man.
It's great.
Even before I fell into this business, I was looking, for example, into Forex. I would either be a marketer or a Forex trader. And then I thought, if I'm going to be a Forex trader and a successful one, I'm going to be very lonely. I'll be helping myself and my family, but I won't be helping others. Well, maybe I can contribute to a charity and all that, but I won't be mentoring people. So what do I want? What is my calling? Am I going to do this just for the money? If I did it just for the money, I could have done trading, for example. But I thought, what if I put my passion in it on the top? What's my passion? Dude, I love helping people. So money aside, if I can do what my passion is, which is helping others and earn money, what a better place to be. And I'm so glad that I fell into internet marketing, and I can help others, and I can coach my team, and I can coach people to have a better life. So it's wonderful, man. I really, and the reason why I'm telling you this, guys, it's I really urge you to find your calling in life. Don't coming in for the money in the beginning is fine, but find what's your core desire, what you really want, what's your why. If it's your family, it's great. Of course, it should be your family, but what's your why after that? Who else do you want to help? And when you find that calling in life and your passion, the money will always follow. Don't worry about the money. The money will come. If you become good and passionate about what you do, if it's internet marketing, don't just do it for the money. Otherwise, you're going to be average. Do it for passion. Like, I want this so bad. I want to help others. I want to help others. And keep asking the questions. How can I? How can I? And if the passion is there and it's in your heart, people will be attracted to you like you don't even understand why and how. People will follow you. People will really look up to you. And all you have to do is obviously educate yourself, buy products to obviously that are in line with you, and because you need to learn, and then just teach others what you learn. Attend events, mingle, or surround yourself with leaders, people like Miles.
That's another thing, Paul. You talk about events. I don't think you've never missed an event, brother. You were always at the event. So important. So important. And you come from a long way. You were traveling back and forth from
This is why, dude, I don't accept any excuses, man. People come to me, oh, it's okay for you because you've got money so you can travel. I was broke. I was dead broke. Oh, I can't attend this event because I live 1,000 miles away. Dude, I live 5,000 miles away. So it's really, I never accept any excuses from anybody because I struggled so much. When we both attended that Big ID Mastermind event in Miami, that was my first ever event, Miles. I'd never been to America, never in my life. I wanted to. I was like 40 years old. And I was like, oh my God, I've never been to America. I would love to go there. I never had the money to go there. When Vic said to me,
that must have been a big thing. That's your first time. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was. So when Vic said, come to our mastermind in Miami for 3 days, I didn't have the money, Miles. I was so broke. I said, what am I going to do? How do I find this money? But because I was already starting mindset, instead of saying I'm broke, I don't have the money, I start asking the question, which was, how can I get this money? How can I get this money? How can I get this money? I need to be there. My mentor has asked me to fly to Miami, 5,000 miles away. I was in London, in UK. But how? I need to make it possible. I need to make it. I need to be there. And guess what? I made it there. I borrowed the money. I don't even want to explain how did I get this money. Nothing illegal, by the way. But I had to make extreme high risk and very much of a sacrifice to get this money. But guess what, guys? Because I did so, I took a risk. But it was a calculated risk, though.
Sure.
Absolutely changed my life, because it was at that event that I realized this is what I want to do with my life. Period. If I didn't go to that event, I doubted if I would be here today speaking to you guys and being here in the presence with Miles. I really doubted. It was because of that event. So attending events and taking risks, calculated risks, sure. Obviously. It's all successful entrepreneurs, people like Steve Jobs, people are very successful, Richard Branson, all that, they all took risks. So guys, taking risks, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Don't be afraid. Oh, by the way, I was afraid of flying as well, and I had to break that fear of flying to get on a plane for 10 hours over the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
Fly to
Are you listening to this team? The guy was even afraid of flying.
Guys, yeah, wow. I really was. I'm not anymore. I really was. Yeah. So the reason why I'm telling you this, it's not to brag, it's just to tell you that the brain, the power of your mind, it's so powerful, guys. You can change your life. No matter where you are right now in your life, if you're broke, if your house is about to be repossessed, I've heard ridiculous stories of people turning their lives around, after my life around. So did Miles. Guys, you know Miles' story. Amazing. Miles was hiding from Sonia, all the crazy stuff that he was doing, the bills and all that. And look how he turned his life around. This guy's, Miles, your future, this is just the beginning, man. I see you, what I see, the vision that I have of you, dude, in, let's say, I don't know, 3 to 5 years time, you got to help a lot of people in changing their lives. I sincerely see that, man. So what a better mentor to have than you, guys, really listen to this man, follow him to the T, because he's done the struggle. And he's done this in what, Miles? Are we talking about 3-4 years here? Not even 10 years.
We just had our 4-year anniversary a couple months ago.
Dude, 4 years is nothing. Guys, listen to this. 4 years is nothing. Start now. Don't think it's too late. Don't think, oh, it's going to take me 10 years to... That's in a normal, typical business when you open a McDonald's or something. That might take you 5, 6, 7 years to start making a serious income. In this business, it can be so quick. You really can. We saw massive success in a couple of years, really, didn't we, Miles? Within 2 or 3 years, we start really having this crazy success online. So it really doesn't take that long, guys. Don't think for a minute you lost, oh, it's too late now. It's the beginning. This is the beginning, guys. So what a better mentor to have than Miles, guys. You're very fortunate to be on this. He does this very often. I see you always doing weekly webinars. Guys, follow what Miles is saying. He does Facebook Lives as well, because I watch them, man. You always online and you're doing your Facebook Lives. I would just follow this guy to the T. And every time he's online and he does a Facebook Live, guys, just listen to this man, because we had both the very best mentor around, a guy who does very, very well. So listen to this guy, and that's really everything that I've got to say for now. Miles, over to you, dude. I've been speaking for so long here, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm enjoying just your presence, brother. I just, I really wish you weren't so far away, but we'll be. I mean, of course, we'll be getting together again. But I just like being in your presence. I know your story. I could listen over and over again and again. I'm just so happy for your success. And I know, like you were talking about the mindset, I know like that was the catalyst that changed everything for you. And it was also the catalyst that changed everything for Vic, because Vic said the same thing. He struggled a lot until he found a mentor. And to put it plainly, he started reading, because he didn't used to read either. And team, can we be any more clear? Like, can you see the clues? Like, the people that have gotten really, really successful, they worked on their mindset. If there was required reading, they did it. They found a good mentor. And it's not just finding a mentor, guys. It's finding a mentor and doing what he or she tells you to do. actually following through. Okay, like if I asked you guys to do a 2 or 3 minute video for your homework, some of you will do it, some of you won't. The ones that won't do it, listen, because you're afraid on camera, that's not an excuse. This is a business, guys. Put away the play blocks. You know, this is a real business. So, but anyway, Paulo, thank you so much for coming out, brother. What is it, 4 o'clock now in the morning? I appreciate you so much, brother.
I'm not even paying any attention to the time because I'm enjoying it here. See, that's the thing, guys. When you surround yourself with like-minded people, how do you feel? I feel alive, man. The best times that I really have.
Wide awake.
I mean, I have a very good personal life, by the way. I enjoy my life, but when I'm truly, truly alive is when I'm teaching something. I'm talking to entrepreneurs, or I'm learning something as well. It's when I'm in the presence of people like Miles and all that. We attend events, and I love that. It's when I'm alive. So the time means nothing, man. I love being here, and I hope people obviously that are watching this or the recording that they get some value, and somehow
they do. One idea. At the comments.
Yeah, just one idea sometimes. You don't need just 5, 6 ideas, just the one. And I know at least one person might be touched, and he might, you know, who knows, maybe they will do something about it and this will change their lives. That's what we're here for, right? We can't touch everybody because not everybody's going to listen to us. It's absolutely fine. But that one person, when I talk, when I speak from stage or whatever, or I'm teaching or whatever, something, I'm always looking for one person, really. Because I know not everyone's going to resonate with me. Not everyone will understand what I'm talking about. But I'm looking for one person. I'm always scanning the room for that one person because I know if I get that one person, oh, my job is done. And you know what's funny?
You found a lot, Paulo. You found a lot because you have changed a lot of people's lives. I mean, when you post something on Facebook, I see these people commenting on your posts how you've helped them and you've changed their lives. So you've changed a lot of lives.
That's what we're here for, right? That's why we're here for, right? I never knew what I wanted to do, but now I know. I'm here. I've been blessed. You've been blessed as well. Let's use this gift or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift, brother.
Help. I got it, man. In the beginning, I thought it's just the money. I'm going to make all this money. Oh, my God, my life's going to be amazing. How self-centered is that? Now I know that God has given me this gift, and I'm very blessed. Dude, I count my blessings every single day. I am very blessed. I'm very humble, and I thank God for what I've got. But I don't thank God for what I've got and I say, cool, I keep it for myself. No, I think, how can I impact other people's lives now? If God has given me this gift, dude, it's as simple as this. Miles, if you look around online, there's really, the success online is only about 2 or 3%. It's hard to get there.
I know.
We are not, I don't feel special. I'm not special, but I feel blessed that God has given me this. I'm so blessed. So my calling in life is, how can I impact other people? How can I help them? How can I, if they want what I've got, they can have it. It's really that simple. They can have it if they just listen and learn and apply and take action. It really is. It's down to that, dude. So that's all I've got for tonight, dude.
Oh my God! Thank you so much, brother. Wow, the teams they're just, you can't see the chat, but just great comments. They're just loving everything you have to say, and you know, I'm just so blessed to have you on. So I really appreciate. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, brother, I really do appreciate.
Oh, the pleasure is mine. The pleasure is all mine, dude. The pleasure is all mine. I'm blessed to be here, and I somehow I'm feeling the people. I don't know why. I've been on many webinars where you're just behind a computer screen, right? And it's hard to tell if people are listening, or I can't see any comments. All I can see is your face, Miles, and we're having a conversation here, bro.
They're here.
But I feel your people, man. I feel them. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy. Really. So thanks for having me. I'm blessed that you even thought of me, man. I'm really happy to be here, man.
I was trying to get you between traveling, so that's
I know, dude. Cool, man. Thanks for having me, and I hope people obviously will take action, man, because it's all down to action, right? It's people taking action. So, guys, take action. Change your life. If you carry on doing the same thing over and over again, nothing's going to change. So, draw a line in the sand. Draw a line in the sand and say, today is the day I'm going to do something. Do something different. If it's watching TV you're doing right now, guess what? Stop doing that and do something different. Start reading a book. Do something completely out of the ordinary. And I tell you something, if you do that, your life will change. I promise you that. Because the things that I did out of the ordinary, that was the things that changed my life. When they were asking me, Paulo, speak on stage, I didn't want to speak on stage. I was that scared because I'm shy. I'm an introvert. I didn't want to speak on stage. But guess what? The more I speak, the more light I shed into people's
You're
lives.
natural now, brother. You're natural.
Dude, I thought it was all about me. Oh, I'm going to be on stage. People got to look at me, the clothes, my accent. It's nothing to do with me. It's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about the message, guys. Okay, get that.
Yep.
So do something different. Do something out of your comfort zone. That's what I'm trying to say. I
Yep.
was always living in my comfort zone. Oh, I want to live in the comfort zone. We want to be comfy, right? Oh, comfort zone is good. But get out of your comfort zone. You're afraid of flying? Go and fly. You're afraid of public speaking? Go and do some public speaking. You're afraid of being on video? Do more videos. I promise you this, guys. I promise you this. If you do the things you're afraid of, and Miles, I know you're smiling because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, brother.
You can have your breakthrough.
Exactly what you're talking about.
You will have your breakthrough. I promise you that. So if you didn't take anything else from what me and Miles I said here tonight, just do that one thing and do something out of your comfort zone. Do that, and you will see the light that will shine into your life. I promise you that.
Please, team, please listen to this man. That's why I brought him on your team. You know, we're having a good time sharing with you, but you know, Paulo's time is valuable. Again, I don't know, it's probably 4:30 in the morning. Listen to this guy. I hope you've taken a couple of notes, whatever. And again, this is recorded, so you can watch it again. But please listen to this man, team. So, Paulo, I appreciate you, brother. Listen, get some sleep, bro. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me on. I'm excited, man. I really am, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I'm excited for you guys. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
You look like you could go another 2-3 hours. You look wide awake, so.
Dude, I'm on. Let's do it. Thanks. Man.
I know, brother. All right, man. Thank you, Paulo. Listen, I'll be in touch with you later, bro. Thanks for coming out.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right,
peace out.
You take care.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Oh man, that was great, team. Team, tell me, what did you think about Mr. Paulo Barroso? What did you think about him? And those of you that don't know who Paulo is, what did you think about this guy? Listen, he is the real deal. He's the real deal. And I'm telling you something. Can I share something with you, team, real quick? So I know Paulo. We're good friends. He's my brother from another mother, okay? And he told you he struggled for like 7 years. And during his struggles, the things that a lot of people are doing right now, he drove a lot of traffic. He bought a lot of stuff. But not until two things. He found a mentor, but not just any mentor, because, hey, guys, we can always go find a mentor. I found a mentor before I really started my business. I told you the $5,000 story. I went to some guru, spent $5,000 my wife didn't even know about, okay, that I had signed up for. That was my mentor at the time, but it wasn't the right mentor. So the key is, folks, to find a mentor that you resonate with. Listen, can I be even more real with you? Maybe you're on my list.